It can be hard to know exactly what to eat during the day while training for your sport. There are a lot of different guides out there with varying information. The content in this video is focused directly on the nutritional needs of a developing female body. After watching, you should be fully equipped to start your path to an improved diet and nutrition. I'm Riley Manasco, a licensed physical therapist and the director of the golf program here at EW Motion Therapy. This video will detail the different aspects of nutrition like macronutrients and hydration, as well as discuss a side effect of not reaching these goals and what that can cause. Let's get started talking about macronutrients. It is important for you to understand what these are because they do so much for your body in terms of strength maintenance and energy supply. The three main types are protein, carbs, and fats. Based on current research, there is no significant difference in recommended macronutrient intake between sexes. All nutritional guides should be based on your lifestyle needs and fitness goals. Keeping that in mind, let's cover protein first. The recommended protein intake for an athlete is 0.7 to 1 grams for every pound of body weight. However, female athletes may start on the lower end of the spectrum. You may need to increase your protein intake during your cycle to offset the effects of progesterone, a female reproductive hormone. But this will be based on the individual and the rigors of their training schedule. Timing when you eat protein is not specific to athlete performance, so spread it out throughout the day across meals and snacks. Next, carbohydrates. Carbs are the primary energy source of athletic performance. The suggested carb intake for supporting strength and power is 1 to 3.5 grams per pound, but could increase to 2.7 to 5.4 to help support endurance demands. These amounts are subject to adjustment depending on the season, like during tournament season or strength training in the off-season. Let's talk about the guideline for carb intake based around exercise. Consume 0.45 to 1.8 grams per pound within a 4-hour window before activity. For every 1 to 2 hours of activity, consume 30 to 45 grams of carbs paired with 10 to 15 grams of protein. If you have low energy availability or REDs, you may ingest carbs at a rate of 30 to 60 grams per hour to offset the menstrual cycle effects on metabolism. We will talk more about REDs later on in this video. Follow up activity with 30 to 45 grams of carbs. You can resume a normal eating schedule 1 to 2 hours after the activity ends. Fats are the third and final component of your macronutrient needs. Fats act as an energy reserve for exercise and are important for immune function. You should aim to intake 0.3 to 1 grams per pound of fat per day. Now, let's cover hydration needs. Hydration is important, but is especially vital in athletes. Focus on drinking half a fluid ounce per pound of body weight of water daily. Or just take your weight, divide it by 2, and that's the right number of ounces. Hydrate before any activity with an additional 10 to 16 ounces and consume 6 to 12 ounces for every 10 to 15 minutes of activity. Following activity, drink 16 to 30 ounces of water to replace fluid loss during movement. A 1 to 2% decrease in body weight due to fluid loss in activity is enough to cause negative impacts from dehydration, like decreased performance, concentration, and changes to mood. It is also important to replace electrolytes like sodium that are lost in sweat. Overhydrating without replacing electrolytes can lead to low sodium levels. You should intake 300 to 800 milligrams of sodium per hour of exercise, especially if out in the heat. Let's quickly discuss a negative side effect of not reaching these macronutrient suggestions and what they can do to your performance. Relative energy deficiency in sports, or REDs, is a model that outlines the health and performance of athletes with low energy availability. 10 things that can happen if you have low energy availability are decreased glycogen stores, increased irritability, increased rates of depression, decreased strength, decreased endurance, increased injury risk, decreased training response, decreased coordination, impaired judgment, and decreased concentration. Just be sure you're eating enough to maintain the energy that you are expending in your sport. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. Start implementing these suggestions today, and you will be on the way to a healthy body that is ready to work for you.
If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to help you on your physical therapy and wellness journey.